Hi, welcome to The Shed. My name is Mr. H, and this is our one-a-day musicianship challenge by Bob Rogers Travel. In today's challenge, I want you to get good at hearing, feeling, and singing the two most important tendency tones in the major scale. That's Fa and T. So let's talk about those tones. I'm going to be in the key of F. And here's our F major scale. So let's sing it in solfege. So F is Do. Ready? Go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now, you have two half steps in the scale. You have one in between 3 and 4, or in between mi and fa, and you have one in between 7 and 1, or ti and do. Now, if I just play fa and ti at the same time, it's kind of a jarring sound. There's a lot of dissonance in there. There's a lot of tension, but that tension resolves, and that actually gives the major scale its function. You know, this is the 5 chord, C dominant 7 going to the 1 chord, and if we didn't have this, the major scale wouldn't be what it is. So we're going to use this move to our advantage here. So Fa goes down to Mi and Ti goes up to Do in this 5-1 cadence, this perfect, authentic cadence. So I guess it depends on what your top voice is doing, but it happens all the time in music, and it happens in music today, and it happens in music like in the 1700s and stuff. So it's an important move to know. Fa goes down to Mi, and Ti goes up to Do. See if you can identify those while I just play it. Try to hear Fa down to Mi and Ti up to Do while I just play the whole thing. Hear Fa down to Mi, and now try to hear Ti up to Do. Now, I like to think about the anchor tones in the major scale as the triad, 1, 3, and 5. You know, do, mi, so. Those are my anchors. And all the other notes around there are related to those depending on the chord progression. And if you know what those relations feel like and sound like, then you're going to be more likely to be able to sing them if you're sight singing, or you're going to be able to hear them in music, and then you're going to be able to transcribe it. So I made a whole series about those tendency tones and how to hear them out. It's called the Drummond series. So they're kind of longer videos, but they're really good if you want to get better at this. So the first one is just about feeling and hearing those anchor tones, and then we talk about the tendency tones. This tendency tone one is pretty awesome. So it helps you get good at hearing re, fa, la, and ti, all against our anchor tones, which I think are 1, 3, and 5. And then a drone is just one single note that's held over a long period. So like if I played an F, could you hear Fa over this? What I do to hear Fa is I'm thinking of Mi, and I know that Fa is Fa, Mi. It goes down to Mi, so I hear it as a function of our target tones. Eventually you'll just hear Fa as Fa, but I think it helps to have that structure in place. So of course, I have a silly song. We have a silly song that I wrote called the Tendency Tone Song, and it's just talking about Fa to Mi. So I'm going to sing it. It's just 4 repetitions long. It's 8 measures here. This is our count off. And when I share it out, I'm going to share it out without the piano track, because if we listen to the piano track, the top note is exactly what you're supposed to sing. But that's going to help me sing it. So let me sing through this. We have our count off, and then here are the words, and here are the notes. We have Fa, Mi, Ti, Do, Fa, Mi, Ti, Do. 2 more times. Fa, Mi, Ti, Do. 1 more time. Fa, Mi, Ti, Do. Okay, so for the challenge, what I want you to do is you are going to record to the student edit track. Now, the student edit track is going to have that keyboard part muted. So you have to sing the words and the notes that I sang, but it's over this. Can you hear it in your head? Hearing notes in your head is called audiating, by the way. Can you audiate? Do, Mi, Do. So practice with this audiate, and then when you go to record it, you can record it in Soundtrap. You can just play the MP3 file of that backing track and record yourself singing on top of it. This is going to really help when you go to transcribe your own music. Let's say you want to figure out the solfege to a song that you're interested in. Knowing the tendency tones is going to really help for that. Or if you are sight singing and you see like T going up to Do, you know what that sounds like, or Fa going down to Mi. So this is just a really good thing for your ear. Practice up, and we'll see you in the shed.